Come on, John, do it. Keep sat down.
Hello and welcome back to part 2 of our very special Saturday live show. How are we doing, gentlemen? We all have a nice lunch?
Yeah, lovely. Thank you. If I'd remember with that music, I'd have put me Ozzy Osbourne wig on.
Can you hear it now? Can you hear it at your end these days?
It came on for about a second at the beginning.
Yeah, about a second we heard the guitar.
Right. That's it. So look, that's version 2 of our rock anthem day evening type shows. So yes, there you go. It's all right, Graham's had his breakfast now. That's the way to do it.
Nice.
No, I did. Oh, the chicken wings were nice, Chris says. So his little chicken wings have come out very nicely. Very nice. What did you have for lunch, John?
I had a New York deli sandwich.
Was it nice?
Packet of crisps.
Nice. What flavour crisps?
Cookies.
What flavour crisps?
Salt and vinegar.
Oh, I remember those days. Those are the days. Salty crisps. And Andy, what did you have for lunch?
I had a chicken goujon. No, sorry, fish goujon sandwiches. So basically, a posh
fish finger sandwich.
Fish finger sandwich.
Fish finger sandwich. Bird's eye fish finger sandwich. To be honest, there's a pub down the road from here, and they describe it as that goujons with bread. So it's a fish finger sandwich, isn't it?
These were goujons, but to be fair, I do like bird's eye fish fingers. But,
you can't beat a bird's eye fish finger.
Exactly.
It's a bit like a baked potato with cheese and beans. Simple, but absolutely gorgeous. So, yes, could go with that, definitely. Nathan?
Bacon and egg.
Bacon and egg. Nice. Very nice. And Matt, what do you have?
I had a roast chicken sandwich with baconaise.
Oh, with baconaise.
And a little bacon and something pork pie. So not exactly a pork pie, but you know what I mean? Same shape. Yes, it's very nice.
Very nice indeed, I must admit. And I had a little bit of cheese on toast, which I must admit sitting a bit heavy. God, dear, I think I put too much cheese in it.
Whew. Oh, too much bread. I think with your bread.
Yeah,
Nigel Williams had Sainsbury's roast chicken and vegetable soup, like Sunday lunch in a tub.
Okay.
Sounds actually quite nice.
That does sound nice. I was going to say, it sounds a bit nice, that, doesn't it? Very nice. Is everybody all right in YouTube chat land? Because it's not working on my end. Unless it's just playing up. Shall I try and refresh it? Hold on. Perhaps just nobody said anything, which is possible. No, perhaps it is. Let me just type in there.
I don't see nothing in there.
Oh, that's all right. As long as it's alive and working, which is more what I'm worried about. So, yes. Don't know. Yeah. Oh, there we go. Hi. Oh, well, Andy's typed on it. But does that count? It might be just us two, in it. So.
Yeah.
I would say I can't see the view account at the moment. It hasn't started working yet.
Sprue Hunters post up said afternoon.
Oh, there we go. So we are all good. Definitely. That's all nice. Right. Okay. So don't forget, you can get all your various bits and pieces. We'll get this out of the way before we get going again for round 2. So we've got a bit of a sale on at Flooring Models. Basically 10% off absolutely everything. As you can see down in here, all your washers, your sanders and your pigments. And also as the line of merchandise and the new Flooring Models mouse mat. They're available if you want to look very cool, hip and trendy this summer. So there we go. It's actually come alive now, the chat. So you can grab all your bits and pieces there. PM Models again, doing the usual thing. So it's 10% off all model kits. Discounts added at checkout. And then we've got our 25% off mega sale area down in here. So 25% off everything you see down in here with all these kits. They're all new and undented in that section. And then obviously we've got the special order offers one, which is 15% off. And then obviously we've got a few dented boxes down at the bottom of these as well. So if you want to grab anything from there, you can grab them there. Oh no, we sold out of Jags.
Yeah, can't get them all.
Oh, is that it?
We can still get the other one though, the big cat one.
Yes, you still get the retirement scheme one, wherever it is. Sorry, a second.
Same kit.
There we go. It's exactly the same kit, just different decals.
Yeah.
So yes, so you got that one down in there, and all your other bits as well. So that's all very nice. And then obviously we got the various things going on at the moment with Hobby Boss. Hold on, which we got? Well, we got Edard and Hobby Boss. We're going to have a look at. So Edard seems first on the list. There we go. Nice stuff down in there with amazing box arts.
I was say, the nice box arts and stuff. So obviously you get 10% off them.
Very nice indeed. And so we've got the full, pretty much a complement of everything down in there. Look, there's my Hellcat. So yes, very nice job down in there. And then obviously with Hobby Boss, there we go, as well. Full accompaniment of everything down in there. Do you know what? The funny thing is, it's funny you've got that there. I've got that here. And I did think about doing it for today's build. I thought if I wasn't going to work on the Yellow Peril, that SA2.
All right.
Because I've got it here, because I got it in for a review, didn't I? And it's literally looking at me now. And I did think at the time I needed something small to put together for today. And I did think about doing that one. So I'll hold that off and do it for the next show. Anyway, some really nice stuff down in here as well, as we can see. Various bits and pieces. That's a great kit for the Mirage 3. And speaking of oldie stuff I've been working on, that was one of the very old ones I did. So yes, very nice. And obviously we've got the F105 down in there and all the other bits of armour.
Wimix. Land Rovers that I've just done. And then we've got the Intruders. We haven't had any of them. The 48th Intruders and the A10s are back. And actually that SU-22 as well. We won't be able to get that. SU-17, sorry. For ages.
The fitter. No.
They're back in and various other bits and bobs.
So you can see some nice stuff.
There we go, look.
Nice.
A Wolf Wimmick.
Yes, that's what you want. So,
yep.
So I'm just thinking, like that one there, compared to the one you're doing, we was on about the different sizes. I'm wondering if, because that's on a 110 chassis, isn't it?
That is, though. Mine is. They're the same chassis. It's just
it's the same chassis
on the back. So mine's got the Milan system. Obviously got
It's got the 50 on that.
Cal is it sticking out the back of it, and then they do the other one, don't they? There's another version, which is, I think, just the Defender, actually. 190, in it.
Yeah.
Which we've got, but yeah, they're in. And then there's a US one. US version. I don't think we've got it listed, but yeah, there's my Wimmick.
110 in the hardtop as well. Nice.
Yeah, that's it. Hard 10. Yeah.
So yes, very nice ones as well. So you can see all of those down in there. So if you want to grab yourself anything, you can pop over to the pmmodelsuk.com store. And you can grab them all down in there, bits and pieces. Don't forget, if you want to get hold of us as well, and you want to send us any pictures for us to show on the air, if you're on the Instagram platform, just tag us in under official Flory Models, and you'll get in here. And we could another picture of the Moonraker. Very nice as well. It is
coming on nicely. That looks really good.
That's a classic example of a lot of people write that kit off as just being horrible. And a bit of time, sorting it out, getting it shaped and all the rest of it, and then a nice paint job on it, and it's turned out absolutely stunning. So
yeah, it is. Yeah, really scrubbed up well, as they say. Just to think, because Rob McCluskey's in, right, and he's just about to pour himself some resin.
Oh,
take your time with it.
Yes,
because it can easily go south pouring resin. I don't know if you're making a lake or a puddle or what with it, but. Yeah, and get like a lighter or something to pop the bubbles into it.
Yes.
Or pour it slow. Is that the advice? Pour it slow.
I'll tell you what does work quite well. If you've got an electric toothbrush, if you stick that under it, it'll vibrate and it helps the bubbles as well come to the surface and pop and level itself out and everything as well. It's just the vibration from it. So
just make sure your damming's gone.
Anything with batteries that vibrates, you'll be fine. They're just.
I wasn't going to go down the smutty route of things that he might have lying around that vibrate, but... Two Heads says, is the Jaguar discontinued or we just can't get him in now?
No, it's not discontinued. It's just we've sold out.
We've just sold out. We had a load of them in.
It's been very popular. We've had a load in before this weekend, to be honest, and they did sell because obviously Phil's building is. It's something we'll get back in. We're just waiting for...
our suppliers.
Our suppliers, basically, yeah. But yeah, as far as I know, it's not discontinued. Like I say, that other one, the Big Cat version, is the same one.
It's exactly the same kit, yeah. Just got different.
Phil's got loads of extra decals, haven't you, Phil? We're not going to use.
Well, I've got them. That's it. That's just the decals that are left. Not many. Just got the low vis and the two high vis markings in grey. So
yeah.
So yes, definitely.
Well, look, got vacuum. Just make sure your damming's good when you're pouring your resin as well, because you don't want it leaking because it gets a bit messy.
Rob's bought himself a vacuum chamber for it, so no bubbles. Don't forget, though, you'll get millions of bubbles, but don't panic, because when it happens, it boils, doesn't it? Because obviously there's no air in it, and it literally boils, and it looks like, because I've done it, you think, oh my God, I remember doing it the first time thinking, it's gone horrendously wrong, and it's like a massive chemical reaction, but it's just the bit where you're pulling, obviously, all the air out. It literally boils. before it goes sets and all the rest of it. So yes.
Yes, Steve, it's definitely the same thing.
Yes. Yeah, that'll work quite well.
So, hello, Phil, everybody into chat anyway. Sorry, Phil.
Yes, good day. And obviously, Phil Jacobs, it's his Moonraker that we've been looking at.
It is.
It does mention, it says, can't see other builds being tagged apart from mine, but by no means an Insta expert. I know you ask people to tag official Flory models in, but I've got a feeling they aren't tagging the photos. If contributors click the image on Instagram, and then get the option tag the image, enter official Flory models in, your logo pops up. I hope this helps others out there in some way.
Good, because I wouldn't know how to do it. It's far too. We got Andy. Andy's our IT expert.
I've got no idea about Instagram at all.
I don't mind.
Facebook's not my thing, and apparently that's out of thing now, isn't it? Facebook.
Meta now, isn't it?
Use Facebook.
No, Facebook's like texting.
Yeah.
Who texts anybody anymore? It freaks me out with my phone. I get a text message. Who does that nowadays? Bloody hell. Get with the program.
Right, do you want me to show you? Go on then, Matt. Show me your decals.
So which ones aren't I using? Well, I've not figured out yet. Probably the top one, I think, because I don't know if I'm doing. I think I'm doing that one.
Yeah, that's no help. You need to
point at the camera.
You are actually. I'm wondering what you're doing. Yeah, try that again.
Try that one again. Look, that one. I think I'm doing. Oh God, the light's rubbish.
He wants to pinch them off you if possible, whatever you're not using.
I know what he's scrounging for.
Yeah.
So, but I'm not 100% decided yet because it depends how the build comes out. But I think I'm doing the powerhouse one in that scheme. But I won't mind doing it in bare metal. But we'll have to see how it turns out. But whatever I don't use, you can have the cast-offs if that's what you're after.
Yes.
That'll be about $1,000 Australian dollars about.
Yeah, because that
£1.50.
$1 million to send it. But yeah,
it's $1 million or about £1.80.
Yeah. Well, you'll see the build thing, so you know how I'm progressing with it, Chris, and then I will decide, and then just shoot me a message, and I'll send them over which ones I'm not going to use. But yeah, I think I'm using the dog one, the powerhouse one, not the Dutch one. So yeah.
Yeah, I must admit, it's quite a nice mark in that one anyway. So yes, good job. I'll tell you what, we'll have that one open as well. So I'm just sorting my camera work out. So hopefully my stuff's dried a bit now. My filler. And I can get a bit of scraping in here. And then I think I'm going to put a bit of primer on this just to have a look and see what we got. And work out what I've got to re-rivet with my raised rivets and what I haven't and all the bits that go with it. But it is somewhat there. So I'm going to do a little bit of scrape cleaning on this one just to tidy these up, and we'll give them a sand, and I think we'll pop in the spray booth and give it a bit of a blast, a primer to see what we got. Which means
let's have a look what you get in a Esky F16 box then.
Cool, then. Give us a quick in-box look.
Look, 2 resin seats. Hey, do you know you can't get Pavla anymore?
I've seen that.
I
yeah,
didn't know that.
I don't know if they've packed in or what, but that's a shame because for little, I know they weren't brilliant, but for little 70-second stuff, they was all right.
But cheap.
Yeah.
You know, exactly, cheap, like the budget. There we go. Look at that for a decal sheet.
Nice.
So I'm either going Danish or Danish by looks like, or Norwegian. That was the one. Can't decide.
Is it their way of getting around the yellowing decal problem? Put it on yellow paper so you can't see.
Yeah, you don't see that anymore, do you, on the yellow backing paper? It still look all right. You look usable though. Look.
Yeah. No, it looks good.
Never a problem. I'm pretty sure as well. I must have spares somewhere in my stash. What we got? All recessed.
Mhm.
If you want. There we go. Not exactly a complicated kit, is it?
No, that's what I was saying. At least it'll be straightforward.
Yeah. It'll be all right. So what's the worst that could happen? Yeah, look at that. Look, spruce fits seats. Let's get building.
Excuse me. Small modification. Nice.
What did your F-16s name for the Danish?
I've done a Danish and a Norwegian one, or doing.
You're the single seats, aren't they?
Mine's a single seat Danish, 2-seat Norwegian.
Oh, I might have to do a 2-seat Danish then, or we're going to be a bit.
A 2-seat is a Tiger Ski. Fancy. It will be. It's a small matter of a Harrier to get finished before the end of the group.
What colour's an F-16 cockpit? Grey.
Yeah. Light gold.
What, XF-54?
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
I don't know, something like that. I think that's what I think I did mine in something like that.
Yeah, it's pretty much all the US cockpit colours were all pretty standardised.
Hey, this is one of them kits where I could actually de-sprue it all before I start, because I don't think I'm going to get muddled up with much of it.
No.
I might do that. It's not a bad idea.
See, that's the nice thing. We haven't got many parts. So like when I was doing the Voodoo, just took everything off the sprues and spent, just half hour cleaning them all up to start with.
Well, yeah, it just speeds it up a bit, doesn't it? So.
Let's check what colour I did my cockpit on the F-16. That was dropped.
Phil, ask a silly question, and seeing as you use a vac chamber, do you mix the resin and hardener first before using the vac chamber? Yeah. So mix it up. Like mine's an easy mix, it's just 50-50. So I have a couple of clear beakers so you can see it as well. And I just use like a wooden spatula and just fold it into each other, but make sure you thoroughly mix it. And then obviously you have your vac chamber all ready, because obviously you've got a working time of the stuff I use. I think it's around about 5 minutes before it starts to heat up and cure. So, you've got a bit of time, and then obviously get your part, bang it into the vac chamber and all the rest of it, and then whack it on. And obviously as it starts to go, because you get a little bit sometimes of the smoke and the bubbling as it sort of, pulls all the air out and it pulls it all to the surface. But it will go back and it'll be fine. And then I just leave it in there for it, till it's completely gone off. And then obviously just let the air back in and away you go. So, but I also sometimes, I haven't done it over the last couple of things, but I've got an old cheap, where you put one battery in a toothbrush. So I just put that underneath it and it vibrates and it just helps, I think, the bubbles come to the surface. But I don't think it's that necessary if you've got a vac chamber.
You're cutting out a lot there, Phil.
Sorry?
Yeah, it was. I thought it would fit my end.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why that is. What I need. Oh, gold, don't do that.
Apparently F-16 cockpits are dark gold grey.
Dark gold grey, okay, that's fair enough.
That's what most of the rest are falling out for.
Do me. That'll do me.
Apron on, so I don't ruin my jeans.
Bit of a potato tube.
There we go, that's better. Little sandy.
Gonna get snapped. I think it might need a potato tube.
That thunder. You still got thunder,
I've
mate?
gone now.
Sounded like a bit of thunder then. Right.
Question. Anyone know the range of subjects is like for 148th armour? I mean, it's just some more want to keep it in scale with aircraft I build. Tamia.
Yeah.
They do loads. Hobby Boss do some 48. Who else does some? AFV Club do a bit of 48 armour. But Tamiya's, I think, has got probably the biggest range, hasn't they? I think.
Been doing it a while now, haven't
So yeah, that's up to them. Evening, John.
The Tammy ones are really nice as well, aren't they? I've done a few.
Oh, I love the Tamiya 48 armour. Mainly World War II stuff, though.
They just put out the 48th Charlie, haven't they?
Yeah.
Charlie, yeah.
The T-55, didn't they, last year?
Mm,
I think there's like a Hummer, right? Isn't there? Humvees
there is, yeah.
48, but yeah, it's mainly is World War II stuff, but
They've got all the big stuff, rather than popping them up. There.
The sound of scraping.
yes.
What do we got? Could you recommend a good cordless Dremel tool? What, like this one that I was just using?
Could if we could get any.
I was going to say, you can't buy them because we haven't got any, but they are good. It is this one.
I tell you what, you know, I don't know why it's come up, but I keep getting something up on Amazon about one.
It's variable
one of them. You know, we like. I wonder what it's like.
I've got one, Matt.
Is it any good?
It's not bad.
Got a keyless chuck.
Because obviously I see, because it comes up on the works.
What crap happened?
Email all the time.
Yeah.
It's one of these, isn't it?
Let's have a look at it. Yeah, one of them, that's it. About 20 quid on there.
Hold on. Where are you?
Is it variable speed?
It's not variable as in the rotary, but you press the button on it.
It's not too bad.
No, it's got a light as well.
Oh, so look, you got a light for those tricky corners.
Yeah.
Let's see what you're doing.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. God knows what I was doing with that because it's state of that wheel on it.
Yeah.
Is that a drum wheel?
What were you melting through?
What I was doing. Don't know, I'll ruin that one. You get quite a few bits with it as well. You get all them with it.
It's not bad, is it?
No, it's it. Where are we? Paul says, hope everyone's fit and well after your operations. Well, we're all alive so far. Just.
Yeah, we're all here.
You know, as I say, we're waiting for Nathan and John to have something to just complete the set. But it's when the company healthcare plan's gone out the window.
Nathan.
Yes.
Pick a subject.
A subject what to chat about?
Yeah.
Wait a minute, put someone on the spotlight, don't you?
Yeah, but you're good at this. We could have like a blogcast this afternoon.
What's the terminal velocity of a swift swallow, whatever?
And a house martin.
I think what it was they were saying.
Monty Python.
Yeah. A fully laden. No, is it? I can't find it.
God, I've not thought about that for ages.
I started, I can't finish it. That's better, isn't it?
Okay. Dave says, question, for what panel colour would you use for the USS Enterprise? For the TOS-E one.
The what? The aircraft carrier?
No, he means the Star Trek one. What's it TOS stand for again, John?
The original series, isn't it?
Is it? Right.
Yeah.
A bit of tricky lingo.
I can't remember. Somebody did tell us once, but I can't remember what it was now. Obviously, panel line wash, it's just one of those things. I did mine with grey, because obviously I did mine with that sort of Aztec stuff all over it. So we went with a grey to keep it all very similar.
Probably grey, yeah. Starship filth.
That is a good point. That's the whole point of that colour, isn't it?
I think, to be honest, if you're using it over a very light thing, Starship filth might be a little bit too dark because it's very similar to obviously the dark dirt. It's a greeny version of dark dirt, and I think it may be just a bit too dark for that. It might overpower it, especially because of the scale being 650. What scale was the one I did, John?
Pardon?
What scale was the one I did? Do you remember?
God knows. It was a scale.
But you're the expert.
It was a scale.
A scale. Hold on, let me go back and have a look. I see what it was. It was
3,000.
Yeah.
No, it was, and I quote, it was 1 to 500. It was that one. So yeah, we did that one. So the panel lines on this bit, which were done and all the rest of it, it was just, I think we used a little bit of grey. Might have done a little bit of mix on it, but to be honest, because it's got that Aztec one we put on, the mask set that kept giving. Yeah. So it didn't have much on it, to be honest, because of just the way it was.
They lost the will to live, but I mean, finish tackling it.
The idea is going to tell you what, the hangover's gone. Scale modelling in the morning after a night out's not fun.
Wow, you've been drinking?
It was someone's leaving do at work last night. So I was out in Liverpool.
All right, was it good?
Ooh.
Yeah, Liverpool nights out's always a winner.
What time did you get home then?
Not late, but it's kind of what time we started. Kind of sneaked off a bit early for lunch and didn't go back.
So you've been drinking from lunch?
Maybe.
These bloody teachers.
And what time did you get home then?
I think I got home about 8 o'clock.
Bloody hell.
But the problem is with me now, I have a couple and that's it. I get hangover. If I have 10, I get hangover. Well, I've never drank 10, I don't think. But if I have one beer, I'll get an hangover. And it's no better or worse than if I have a few.
Oh, might as well just carry on then, eh?
See? These bloody teachers out on the piss.
Going
around, terrorising the streets.
Absolutely.
It's not the youth, it's the teachers.
Yeah.
It is. Are we allowed to talk about greenwash, Phil?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's on hold. Unless you want to... I have got a few bottles here, but not enough to do orders with. Purely, as I say, there's a bit of a tale to this. The company who were doing the pigment manufacturing for the colour for it sort of really screwed me over, if I'm honest. So, I sort of lost a little bit of faith with that one. So, at the moment, it's just a little bit on hold until I got a bit more time and a bit more energy to put into it. And then, as I say, I will find another said manufacturer to do it. But by its nature, there isn't that many pigment manufacturers which will do what we need. Not in the UK anyway. And obviously, as we know, getting things from abroad and stuff just takes forever these days. And trying to get stuff like that through customs is a nightmare. So it's at the moment, it's just a bit permanently on hold, and we'll see how things plan out later on in the summer. I think I might have another go at it.
I think it's mouldy cocaine.
Well,
yeah, cocaine's gone off, so
yeah.
Right. Overthinking this now. Need to crack the airbrush open soon, I think.
And a very good morning to Dayton, Ohio as well.
In where, sorry?
From Dayton, Ohio.
Ah.
Oh, America's awake now, of course. It's not daft o'clock in America anymore, is it?
This isn't painted yet, Terry. It's just the plastic. I know, great, isn't it? It's a lovely colour to work with. But this is literally just the plastic colour. So, yes. It's just about to get a coat of primer so I can see the riveting detail, because in the yellow, the plastic, you just can't see it. So I'm going to stick a coat of paint on this just to literally see what we can see, because it's a bit of a nightmare, really. Then once we got a coat of primer on it, it'll give me an idea about what riveting we need to put back in and all the rest of it, and what we need to do. We even tidy up the lines. It's very difficult. It looks pretty good, but I guarantee we get some primer on this, it's going to look horrendous. So, yeah, that's my plan of action for my next move. I'm just going to do a little bit more sanding, but my filler's a little bit still soft.
I wish manufacturers wouldn't do that, like making full of styrene. It's really awful.
Yeah, it does. Because you can't really see it. That's the trouble. As soon as you get a grey primer on, you can see all the details. But when it's yellow or red or something, you just can't see.
So just stick to neutral colours and then...
What would you recommend for repairing a snapped undercarriage on a 48 scale MiG-17? Your best bet is to pin it. So very small drill bit, obviously to the gauge of the pin you're going to use or wire. And, you can actually pin it together, but you properly need to pin it because, as I say, it's very, very small and it's very, very difficult to get a really good, strong fit. But if you pin it, that'll really, really help.
Yep.
Yeah, MiG undercarriage is not the easiest, is it?
James says, has anyone experienced Tamiya vinyl tracks disintegrating when they prime them with MRP and Tamiya? No.
No. Must be lacquers. They don't like the lacquers.
It's odd.
No. Is this a new Tamiya kit or an older one? I was wondering if the tracks have gone off, if it's an old kit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, perhaps it's the old plastic. I don't know. No idea. Right, I'm going to get a coat of primer on this bad boy. So I'm going to switch cameras over here.
Grey.
Oh God. Gee, look, put my apron on now. Now I've attached myself because I've tied it into it. It's going to reach. Hold on. Hold a sec. Unplug a second.
Message the other half to see if we're having jacket potatoes for tea.
Here we go. That's better. Chuck it round here. Right.
Jacket potato with beans. Nice.
Cheese and beans have set me off.
Beans.
It's the future. I'll tell you what I had this week is a bit of mashed potato with spring onion. Very nice too.
Okay.
Nice bit of crunch and flavour.
That sounds quite nice, actually. Oh. Right. What colour is dark sea grey. Right, Chris reckons it's chili or tuna and mayo.
I don't mind tuna. I have to say I don't mind tuna and mayo on a jacket potato, but no, I've got the thing for cheese and beans.
Beans, I don't know. Jacket with chili in it, it's nice.
Yeah, no, it is.
Chili's nice, yeah.
Yeah.
A bit more effort making that.
Yeah.
Minimum effort jacket potato is definitely beans and cheese. Right.
So that thing with James was a Churchill built last Easter with the newer glue type tracks. I don't know then, that's a bit odd.
Screw the lid before shaking the bottle.
Phil did that, didn't you, Phil? Covered yourself with paint as he muted himself.
Don't mention that. I almost got away with no one knowing about what I did, being a complete muppet. I blame Matt for distracting me whilst he was on the phone.
Yeah, it's bound to be my fault.
Well, it couldn't have been me, possibly. But no, I unscrewed the top of my paint because the lid was a bit tight. Then got talking to Matt, and as I'm on the phone to him, I decided to shake the paint. Consequently, I've got a handful of paint. Luckily, it didn't go everywhere, but it was a bit close.
You need to watch Matt's next video that goes up.
Oh, has he done something similar?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, just white paint everywhere.
Nice. Right, I'm just going to mute my mic a sec, kids, so I don't deafen you all with my extractors on and whatnot. So I'll be back in a tick.
Yeah. Thought of a subject yet, Nate?
No, it'll come to me, don't worry.
What? At 5 to 4?
Yeah, probably.
Baked beans and cheese stuff. Oh, look, what about stuffed with corned beef and mashed potato?
That was all my best thinking on Merseyrail train.
I'll tell you what, cheese and bacon's nice in a jacket potato, especially when you take the potato out of it and mash it all in, then put it back in and recook it.
I tell you what, there's not a lot of things. Bacon is pretty much amazing.
And cheese.
And cheese, yeah.
Yeah.
We discussed the economical effects of the pandemic had on modelling.
Pardon?
In 10,000 words.
That sounds like a really great essay.
I'm going to say, yeah.
Post-pandemic modelling.
Yeah, has everybody still got the mojos?
I don't know. Oh, Thunder's going again.
And he needs it in by tomorrow.
Yeah. No late submission.
That actually fits together quite well. And yes, I do sound surprised. I don't know why.
Is this Esky vintage kit thing? Where did it? I'd never remember Esky when I was a kid.
Really?
No.
Oh my God, the wing fit. Brilliant. I do, because I remember the boxes, and they always had cool decals, Esky's kits, but it was only because we were, I think, because I've got a catalogue, isn't it? I've got old catalogues. It was one of them. I think it was a choice between Hella at the time, because we obviously had done the monogram, Italeri or Esky. I thought, just Esky will do, and then we'll probably do the others at some other point. Got an old school Hasegawa one from about 1988, a catalogue, I think, somewhere. And it's not changed till this day. Yours. And we'll have to do a Matchbox one, won't we?
It's like almost a.
So you're telling me you missed out on the delight that was the Esky Tornado?
I've built it since. It's good for the prototypes. But I just don't. All I remember building as a kid is Matchbox and Airfix.
Yeah, me too. And Tamiya.
I remember Tamiya being in the model shop. I remember Hasegawa being in the model shop. I don't remember like monograms and Eskys, and as a kid, as a sort of early teen, pre-teen, I don't remember them. I just remember the box art that everybody said was crap when there's built-up box art with like the map type background, and everybody says they're the crap ones. They're the ones I remember.
Good God, yeah.
So I built the Airfix Tornado as a kid. Well, not the Esky one.
God, that Airfix one's awful.
Yep. And it's got to be on their list of Tornado now. Got to be.
Have you put any nose weight in yours, or you've got them in flight?
F-16s?
Yeah.
I put some in just in case, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't need it. But I was just like, if in doubt, put a bit in.
Right. Fair enough. I didn't know if it. I can never remember an F-16 whether they need them or not.
I'd say probably not, but I always put a bit in.
They do that because the undercarriage is quite far back on them, isn't it?
Yeah, the rear undercarriage does go a long way back, but one of them's gonna have a resin engine in it, so I thought, best be set. But I'm always putting a bit of nose weight in.
David's in. Morning, David. BT's bargain bin kits.
Ooh, thunder. That was a big one.
You've got proper thunder. Oh, it's a proper thunder.
Mine's really rolling out there. God.
Hey, look at that. Look, that's not a bad fit. Look. That top bit. Make it into the 2C. That's all right, that is.
I actually think
that's not bad kit. wing fits so far. Go on.
I'm going to say it right. The AV8A or GR1 Harrier kit and the GR3 is brilliant.
Yeah.
I prefer the Esky Sea Harrier.
I tell you, that's been re-released by Stellari again. You know, with the Wessex coming out, the Sea Harrier's coming out as well.
Because these kits are not the same. The two Airfix Harrier kits are different, and I think I prefer the Esky one. Just for simplicity. The cockpit's rubbish in the Esky one.
Yeah.
It needs sorting. This Airfix one, it's just...
Yeah.
It's all right, but it's got some... It's got a massive raised ejector pin on the pylons, and it's like not on there on the GR1 kit.
The little Esky one was a godsend when it came out, because all you had up before then, I think, was the Matchbox kit.
Was that not very good?
No, it's all right. It's not as good as the Esky one.
Well, I'm calling it done.
That's it, look. He's finally finished it.
First kit of the year.
Not the first one.
What are you doing now then, Andy?
I carry on with me T34.
Thunder.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
It's pretty loud out there for me. I don't usually get thunder like this.
It's pretty loud over your microphone.
That needs a TIE fighter chasing it, Andy.
Crack on. Got an hour. 10 minutes.
All I can say is, as the song goes, mistakes, I made a few. I did it my way.
It's like an X-Wing.
Biggest mistake I did was the curly whirlies are on the wrong sides.
Oh yeah.
It's a Bandai kit. I thought they were meant to just fall together.
Yeah, but if you put the decals on the wrong sides, that's down to the user, isn't it? If it wasn't a Bandai kit, because they're actually handed and you can put them on one way, it wouldn't have been a problem.
So, yeah.
But because they are handed, you can only put them on one way. I somehow managed to put them on the wrong way, the decals on, without even realising they went one way. Well, that's the way it goes, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Chris says, don't tell anybody. They'll never know. Yeah, I'll completely agree.
Nobody knows.
Dave says, now build a Millennium Falcon perfect read. It's sat literally for about 10 metres that way from me.
Because he's got nowhere else to put it.
I've got nowhere to put it, yeah.
Is that one of those you sort of dead start?
I'd love to. It's definitely one on my bucket list to do.
Of the yellow peril.
Is the yellow peril turned grey? I can't see. I've got chat on. Let's have a look.
Looking a lot less yellow.
Looks quite good in grey.
Doesn't it?
Yeah. What primer is he using, as he said?
I don't know, a lot of it.
Yeah, take a bit of covering.
Sometimes it look bad, does it?
Yeah, it looks all right. That in the it's grey, and then he's got to paint it white and yellow again.
Yeah, but the reason is I need to see what it's doing with all that riveting detail. And actually, I think we're on a winner. It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you can definitely see it better. When it dries a bit, I'll bring it over. But it's one of those things where you can just see it now, yet in the yellow, you just couldn't see a thing. So there's a couple of touch-ups and things on there, but actually it's gone together really well.
What primer you use?
That's just the AK... that one.
Oh, the microfiller stuff.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
The nice thing about that, you just shuck it on, you know.
Definitely going to build it, David. It's just when I get a chance to... I need to get my strength and mojo back up again.
That's why it's building a 1990-something T-34.
Yeah, but it's got about 10 pieces.
Yeah, but none of them fit.
Oh, yeah, there is that.
That's the fun, though, fettling them.
Yeah, that's the downside.
So I've hit on quite a nice little mojo thing. Is doing an aircraft that's very familiar, like Harriers that I've built a few of, but doing the schemes you never normally do.
I do like that in the Spanish Armada fleet one.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
Yeah,
it just makes it different.
It does look
This
nice.
one's Indian, so I've done plenty of sea Harriers in my time.
Yeah.
Indian one. That's quite good. Just wandering off a little bit from what you normally build. Once you've done one Royal Navy Sea Harrier, you've done most of them, haven't you?
Yeah.
There's variation.
Yeah, there's not many places you can go with them, is there?
Not really.
I should do it the retirement scheme.
Yeah.
Bright blue and gloss.
I think it's just nice, just giving a very familiar shape and subject a bit of a different twist.
Mm.
Fancy Fabulous Schemes group build. Oh.
Jesus, look, we can see John Buller's spray booth area. There's an area I haven't
Wait,
seen for a while.
Neil, look how
Wow.
clean it is. It's so
Look
tidy.
at that. Hold on, that deserves a full-on shot. There he is. Oh, he's muted himself.
We don't even know what he's painting. He's not told us.
No. He hasn't. You can hear us, though, because he's grinning.
I know.
Can you come back over and tell us what you're doing?
You can't now. It's turned his extractor
I
on.
know.
John, put your mask on.
Yeah. Is your extractor actually on, or are you doing
Health
the
and
Molyneux
safety,
way?
John.
Health and safety.
Yeah. He's doing it the actual Molyneux way of not turning on his extractor because it costs too much money, you tight git.
He's actually spraying it, and he's just moving his airbrush up and down.
We'll never know. I can't because we can't see it. Anyway, he can't spray into his filter. Look, it's full up with everything else he's got in there.
Yeah.
Mine's like I can't see my filter. It's all stuff piled up in front of it.
Mine's definitely due for changing.
Good night, Chris. Lovely to have you on with us.
Good night, Chris.
See you, Chris.
He's off to bed.
Yeah.
What time is it where Chris is?
Midnight. God, that's a late one. Have a good evening. He's got a COVID as well, so he's probably feeling a bit
Yes.
He's going to keep watching us. He's going to keep watching us while he's in bed.
sketchy.
Good on you.
He's taking us to bed with him.
That's worrying.
Oh,
Worrying.
Yes, that's something we don't need to think about. Do you guys ever do figure kits like the Mobius?
I can't do figures to save my life.
I'll tell you one I did look at and I fancy doing was the Invisible Man.
I could do that. Is it just an empty box though?
Yeah.
We have got on pre-order at the moment the Oh, go on. What is it, Matt?
That machine
Metropolis. Thing. It's the Metropolis
C-3PO's great grandma.
Yeah, the Fit Bird.
Yeah.
Is it that one you mean?
Oh, yeah, I need to look down to see what it is.
Hold on, I'll bring it up. Let me go and find it.
From the 30s or something. Machine.
Oh, from
yeah.
Oh, Metropolis.
Metropolis. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
And I do fancy doing one of those, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Yes.
The Golden Lady.
Yeah.
Well, I'll find it on pre-order, but it's a bit buried.
I think it might be on page 2.
Where is it?
Maybe
You have a clear out of some of these. Doesn't seem to be as many in here.
I've moved some in tabs, because it's the ones that are locked are ones that we're waiting for. It's the X Plus models, Metropolis machine.
Yeah.
On what page is that on our thing? Oh, there it is.
First page.
I've got it.
Halfway down.
Yeah, hold on. Here she is. This one.
That's the one, yeah.
C-3PO's grandma.
Yeah, I'm going to do that one as well. I think that's well cool.
Yeah.
What, are you doing it in extreme metals or Molotovs?
I don't know yet. I think the extreme metals gold will probably be a closer match to it than, because she's not like Chrome, is she? She's not completely, gloss gold. I think you probably get away with extreme metals doing it in that.
I'll tell you what though, to be fair, before that had come up, I'd never even heard of that. And I just can't believe how much C3 ripped off. There's no way of putting it, is there? I know it's inspired, or it's inspired from that, but it's pretty much a carbon copy, but a male.
It was used in the video, wasn't it, for Radio Gaga?
Yeah, but don't forget, they own it. Queen owned the rights to the film.
Did they? All right.
Yeah, that's why they used it, because they own the rights to that film. So
you wait till the new series comes out.
Yeah, new series coming out for it. Yeah, made by the same people that did.
So don't say the original. I think it will be dead.
No, they did. What was the first? Not Boba Fett. The one before.
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian. Yeah.
Do you know what they need to do a TV series of? Blade Runner.
Buck Rogers.
Buck Rogers would be brilliant.
Biddy.
Yeah, they got to biddy on it.
I reckon they need to do something with Ewoks next. That'd be good.
Oh God.
Oh no, please don't. I'd rather have one on Jar Jar Binks.
Queen had to go to East Germany to buy the rights for the film.
Is it Gustav Lang or is it Lang or something like that?
Christopher says the Metropolis lady would look good, interested in shades of rust and grime. Would be actually if you did it. So like, I mean, how old would she be now?
You're getting on a bit.
100 years old, isn't it?
Yeah, she'll be coming up for 100 years old. Yeah.
So if you did it, sort of like as though it'd 700 years in a barn or something, rusting and.
Yes.
James says, what does John think of Star Trek Strange New Worlds? He's too tight to pay for it, James. So I've watched it. I think it's fantastic.
Who's in it?
There's a captain, a first lieutenant.
Yeah, but which captain are we on? Is this Pike?
No, this is before the original Star Trek series. So it's Enterprise, but it's before Captain Kirk.
Pike. I've just said, is it Pike in it?
Is it Captain Pike? I don't know the names.
Yeah.
Pike. Wasn't he in Dad's army?
Yeah, don't tell the name Pike.
Yeah, Pikey. Don't tell them Pike.
Don't tell him Pike.
I think it's fantastic. Apart from the last episode was a bit weird. Must admit, I found that a bit strange. I don't like it when they go off on tangents and do strange things.
They're in space. That's what they're doing, it.
Well, I know, but when they have like dream things and.
Oh right.
Oh, so Dallas, it was all a dream.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't a dream, but they were sort of like,
They were, weren't they?
wasn't in proper reality.
Had they been eating them special mushrooms again?
They need to do a series of The Prisoner. That'd be quite good, actually, bringing a prisoner back.
Mm.
But he never went anywhere.
We ran around the island.
Yeah, I was going to say,
He'd been chased by-
wouldn't he be
he
chased
ran
by
around
giant
Wales.
balls?
He'd been chased by a ball.
Yeah,
Chased by a beach ball.
a Zorb.
That was an odd programme. What about doing like Blake 7 or something?
Silence.
Silence, exactly, because it was crap.
Everyone watched it.
Yeah, everyone watched
I
it.
think
There
I've
was
ever
nothing
watched an
else on.
episode of Blake 7.
Yeah, I used to watch it all the time.
It's like them was on about UFO, and I've never watched that either.
Yeah. UFO is like literally typical British, everything on a budget.
Yeah.
It's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
so Blake 7 was really. There was one to.
Yeah.
The Liberator was good spacecraft, though.
Hmm.
Don't know.
Well,
There must be something they could rehash. What about the Predator?
There's a new film of that coming out, isn't there?
Again, though, you could make it. Mind you, it don't say a lot, does it? There won't be much dialogue with the Predator, would it?
No.
Well, the
That's
Predator,
problem,
the new
isn't
one,
it?
is set in olden times of like with the North American Indians and like
Yeah,
you know,
I've seen a trailer of that.
the pelt hunters, the fur hunters over there, and all the rest of it.
Yeah.
What? And then he comes and
Yeah.
Well, he goes
so what we
hunting
do? Try and
there.
shoot a predator with a bow and arrow and a bloody musket.
Yeah.
He's Arnold
Oh,
Schwarzenegger,
he's
played by a woman this time.
Hmm.
How do you take on the Predator with bows and arrows?
Well, easy fights fair. You probably just use not his laser cannons, just his knife.
I wonder if anything like the Terminator would ever end up on these TV show type things.
Well, they did a series of RoboCop, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
But again, all they do in these programs is use the original footage from the films,
Mm.
and then obviously the rest of, with the special effects side, and then that's the way they did it back in the 80s and 90s. Take the original, chop up all the usable footage from the action sequences, and then put them into the TV version of it.
David's got a question, a daft question, he says, about brushes and oil weathering. After you finish, do you completely clean them out and leave them to dry for a month, or just rub them off as much as you can with kitchen roll?
I clean mine out in white spirit and then put them back in the pot.
Yeah, I do as well. Just give them a clean out in a bit of thinners, and then a rub them on some kitchen roll, then normally on my leg, dry them out, and then bung them in the pot, yeah.
Sounds like the old routine for when you'd finished
You
with
got to
your
think, just the thing, when oil paint dries, it's actually really hard to get back off. It's solid. Once the oil's gone, so you got to treat it like you would just normal paint. Once you'll just wreck your brush.
The same routine for enamel paints, then, isn't it? White spirits and white spirits to clean the paint off, then something to clean the white
nice
spirits.
bit of turpentine.
Because the thing is, that is the trouble with oils. They take a long time to go off, but when they do go off, they go rock hard, and it will ruin your brush. And I know I can't talk about ruining brushes because mine are all ruined anyway. But yeah, you do need to clean them off once you've done them.
You do.
They stay there for thousands of years, apparently.
What do?
Oil paints.
Yep.
That's Leonardo da Vinci and
All them lot.
and Hamlet and Tchaikovsky.
The canvas won't, but the paint will.
Oh, right, okay. So apparently on version A, whichever that is on here, you've got two. You know the intake underneath.
Yeah.
It says it's either white, which I thought it was, or what's the other one? Dark grey.
No, the lip is. It has like the forward edge of the lip will be the same as the underside colour. But then from literally
the actual intake's white, isn't it?
The actual intake itself, the trunking's white.
Yeah. Well, mine's going white because that's how they should be. I know that much about an F-16.
Because it's not actually painted, is it? It's just like neat plastic, fiberglass, or whatever it is.
Yeah, well, mine's got to be painted, hasn't it? So
yeah, but on the real things, otherwise they had a habit of peeling and ingesting.
Did they?
Apparently.
That's a bit rubbish, isn't it?
Question to you motorbike owners. Must you start a bike many minutes before you take off? Heating up the engine, ? Or is it just that it's cool? I have a few bike owners in my neighbourhood. To be honest, I had something similar, but luckily he's moved now. But a neighbour behind me used to not start up his own bike outside his house. No, he used to push it until he got out the front of mine. Because obviously he used to wake his own kids and family up with it. So he decided he'd be very polite and do it in front of my house instead. So he would sit there, start up this monster bike, which was just, don't know what it was, some type of Harley, I assume, by the sound of it. And it would sit there burbling for 5 minutes whilst it warmed up. Then he would take off at 1,000,000 miles an hour. But as an ex-bike owner, why not? If I had a bike like that, I would have probably done that as well.
Yeah. There's a chap just round the corner from me who's got a bike, and as soon as it cold starts, it's noisy, but then it's all like, he does take it off. I say choke, but it probably don't have chokes anymore. And it's noisy, but he doesn't leave it going too long, but long enough to annoy you at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Sometimes it might be that, like I used to do, admittedly. I used to start my bike up and then turn the heated grips on and all the rest of it, sort myself out before I got on it. So that way it's warmed up and nice and ready to go. But again, it's a personal thing, that is. I wouldn't say every biker does it.
But I mean, I used to have a XL 500 back in the day, which is a single cylinder 500cc cross bike. And that thing proper thumped. You used to drive down the road and you set every single car alarm off as you went past it. So me starting that up in the morning. My mum, I used to live one side of West Bridgford in Nottingham. I used to work the other side. My mum swore she could hear me still when I got to work.
Ringing in her ear.
It was proper, noisy thing.
Somebody asked me if you can use white spirit to thin paint.
Enamels, you can.
I was going to say, for enamels.
Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't try it with anything else, that's for certain.
It's a bit harsh, isn't it? A bit aggressive, the chemical. Better off getting artists' thinners from the art shop.
Yeah, your proper refined stuff, not the, hardware store special stuff.
Yes.
That can be a bit rough, can't it? I think. A bit rough and ready.
Which is probably a lot of the rest.
My old XL 500 died a death in the side of a Volvo.
And you nearly went with it.
I went over the top of the Volvo.
Yeah.
But the Volvo didn't even have a scratch, did it?
No.
That was when a Volvo was a proper tank.
Yeah. Something like a 740 or something like that.
Oh, you're never going to dent one of them. An 88mm couldn't penetrate one of them.
And I had a few other ones, and I had a 350 LC. And I came off that and boat rest.
think someone's trying to tell you something about your motorbike?
Yeah. Gave up then.
How many times did you come off your bike, Philip?
None. Not once.
Never none.
No, not once. The only incident I ever had, to be honest, was in a car park. A dickhead backed into it and knocked it off its stand, and then it was lying on the floor. And but another biker who was coming back up, walking up his car park, saw him do it as he was trying to drive off, and literally jumped on his bonnet and held him there until I came back. And he'd already picked up the bike and all the rest of it. And luckily, it just done a little bit of scraping because I had a GS1000 Paris Dakar BMW. And it's got like bars that stick out guarding the cylinders. They got proper mullered, but the rest of it was all right actually. And but anyway, he coughed up and we did a cash deal to have those sorted out. But he was going to drive off and not actually mention it. Apparently he claimed he didn't know he'd done it. But, you know, as I say, this other guy, I can't remember his name is now, he literally jumped on his bonnet because he was trying to drive off quite in a hurry. And as he was walking through, he heard it and saw it and literally jumped on him. So... But that's the only incident I had. On the road wise, I had a couple of near miss. I had some dickhead almost take out my back end going round a roundabout. I was going round a roundabout and just pulled straight out. And luckily, it just, how it missed, I don't know to this day, but it did. So, but that was it.
I had a Fiat 500 F2, I think it was, Honda. And a woman pulled out in front of me on that. It was wet and ended up putting on its side and sliding down the road.
Problem with bikes, it's the other road users, isn't it?
And then I had a was it a Yamaha XJ600? Went to the NEC bike show and showing off, and tyres were still cold and the friend had gone flying off and going one around one of the roundabouts, going around the at the NEC. Back end went and just went sliding across the road in front of about 1,000 other bikers.
Ooh,
that was embarrassing. I ended up with an ambulance coming as well because I couldn't. I still got the scars on my knee to show it. James says no wonder Andy's in and out of hospital. Yeah,
this is it. He's used up all his lives. That's the trouble. Quick question here from Paul. He says, sorry if this question has been asked, but is there a reason why you're building old and out of production kits? I've been on the PM models and you have up-to-date kits. Well, because we've gone on a little bit of a nostalgia thing of late and we quite like building the old stuff. So this started this year when kits went up in massive expenses. But personally, mine have all been pretty new kits. But of late, I've done a couple of oldies. So the reason I did the Jag is purely I did it 18 years ago as a video build, one of the first video builds. And I decided to do a then and now. So that's the reason for that one. And the monogram one, I blame my business partner, Mr. Ball, for that one, because he got me properly good by mentioning monogram and how wonderful
we
they
just
are.
Did
we did an entire show on it.
Yeah,
our podcast was all about monogram, the history of monogram, and how good their kits were and underrated. Then I can blame Mikey, who then sent me some photos of his stash and said, you know, if you like any of these, let us know. And we went mental. So Matt's building a B25, Nathan's doing the B29, I'm doing the Voodoo. John doesn't realise yet, but he's going to be building a P40. I'm
going to build I've got an A26 to build, so I'm going to do A26.
Yeah, so that was the whole point.
It's just nice sometimes just to look back at the kit because you forget, you know, especially when we were talking about monogram, because it really did set a lot of interest back up for the brand, didn't it? You know what I mean? Yeah. Especially on our site and stuff, and say they do some subjects that you still can't get in, that anybody else covers. I mean, the B25 I'm doing is the only one for the H, and the Voodoo that obviously Phil's got. There was the Kitty Hawk one, but obviously that's now gone and defunct. The B29 that Nathan's got, well, that's definitely the only one in 148. So I've got the 148 B24 as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They're the only ones. So, yeah, the catalogs, I mean, the Delta Dart and the Daggers and stuff, they're the only ones still in 48, I think. So, but they're cool kits.
Normal service will be resumed once they're done.
yeah. But it's just nice to have a.
Yeah. It is like my next build. I'm doing the Lancaster,
so
you say that's a relatively new kit. But again, this year my builds have been a bit all over the place. I'm doing some really big stuff. Obviously on 24 scale Hurricanes. We've just finished off the Hornet, 32nd F-18 Hornet. I'm doing the Sky Raider as well. So we've got the Lank, which is a big kit. So we've got some big stuff coming up this year as well. So
yeah, and to be fair, with the Jag you've just done, that is available because we've been selling it. So
yeah, it's still available after all these years.
And actually, the one you've got there, I know we don't stock it, but that's available. The water bomber.
Yeah, this one's out.
Yeah. Hella's got it out and released it. So, and this I'm building actually is probably still available through Italy. This F-16.
Yeah.
So when we're on about the Esky kits, a lot of their molds obviously Italy own, so they get rehashed every so often. They come back around, so it's not completely sort of obsolete stuff, is it?
No.
And to be fair, the B29 we've got up for sale today, haven't we? The Platinum edition.
Yeah, we've got the Platinum, which is obviously the reboxing from 1977.
Yeah.
I like it when Phil goes through all these builds that he's done this year. It reminds me of all the ones I've done this year.
Look at that. Hey, it's quality, mate, over quantity.
This is it.
I think I've done another one back on what it is. It was such a long time
ago.
We
started about 4.
Yeah.
I did finish one earlier on, but I can't think what it was.
So far this year, I have done. I'm just trying to think. So what have I done this year? Did we start with the Hurricane? Can't remember now. Or did we start with that Tallulah? Or Tula? Can't remember.
I don't know. I can't remember that far back. We're only in June.
No, I know. Let me just check the date on the Tallulah. Hold on. We started that on... No, that was last year. Back end of last year, that one was done. So, yeah, first up this year... it was the Hurricane, the 24 scale Hurricane that I did, the big one. Then we did the F-15, the F-18. Then I almost died. So we had a bit of a break over that one whilst I recomposed. Then we did the F-15E. And then obviously we've done the Jag, and now we've got the Voodoo on the go.
Oh, Jamie's back. Welcome back, Jamie. Where's he been? Where you been shopping?
Yeah.
Did it cost you much?
Yeah. I don't know what I've done this year, apart from the video builds. I've done stuff in between, but it'll get to sort of Christmas again, and you'll go, right, what you done? And be scratching around. I did say after last year, I'll better take photos this year because I completely forget by, end of year roundup of what I've built. So I know obviously the Wimmick and the Lancaster front end.
Yes.
This little dude here, I suppose the Model T.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, was the Sherman this year? I think it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, would have been.
Some figures.
Yeah.
There is stuff up there. I'll figure it out.
One of the questions, and we need to know this as well, how does that AK orange top then stack up to Tell Me Extra Thin then?
I actually quite like it, to be honest. It's only because I'm really nearly out of Tell Me Extra Thin. It's at the bottom of the thing. I don't mind it. It's got good bite on it. To be honest, I don't see a lot of difference in either. They're all liquid cement. What they do the job. I can't. You know what I mean? I don't think from Mr. Cement S to Extra Thin to this stuff, and I don't know whoever else is. They got to be pretty much the same stuff, surely. I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I haven't tried that one, but all the others, I agree. They all roughly do the same thing.
Yeah, they all glue styrene together by.
They've all only got one job to do, haven't they?
Yeah, they just stick in
one job.
Yeah,
and if they didn't do that job, they wouldn't be very good. But actually, I find it all right. It works. So,
how many do you need apart from?
Yeah, wait for it. Andy's got them all just in case. If he ever built anything, he would use more.
And he called me about airbrushes.
Yeah, he's the glue whore. Quick question here, just while Andy gets these out, because it'll take him a while. Is it best to clear coat my ATST before weathering? From Lindsay. I would, because that way you've got a protective layer. You've got like a save point. See it like that. Speak about it during the Jag, for instance. Do all the paintwork, get the decals nailed down, and then clear coat it. And then that way, if anything goes horrendously wrong, especially with oils, you can just wipe them off with enamel thinners and start again, and it won't affect anything through that clear coat. So it's just see it like a game save. You know, if you're good to that point, you can go on. If it goes wrong, you can go back to that point. Very nice.
What's he building?
The Bandai ATST, I gather, I should think.
Just keep it away from enamels around the
mind
joints.
Enamel thinners around the joints, otherwise it'll do like mine and the legs will dissolve. So
Weird that, but yeah, it does. It don't like it at all, does it?
It don't like it. Don't like it up them.
It don't.
It don't. So what's the difference then between the yellow top AK and the orange top? Is one a quick set?
One's quick set, one's normal, yeah.
Right, which way round is that then? Because I don't know. I haven't got those.
This one's just extra thin, and the yellow top is the quick set one.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Sorted. There we go. Now we know, because I didn't even know that, to be honest. I haven't seen those. Right, the guys are asking about how to put photos. Yeah, drag and drop them. If you got a photo, just drag and drop it into the chat thing, and it will magically appear. If you get hundreds of letters and things that pop up and it just spams the actual chat room, you owe everybody a cake. Because that does happen sometimes.
And yeah, I was about to say, keep the size so it don't kill the forum thing, chat.
Yes.
I'll tell you what,
nice.
do you know these stands that they're using? These adjustable, you know, what Adam's got his...
jig. It's a jig.
His yak on, like the jig thing. I won't mind one of them. I've seen one where it's called what they use for armour called an octopus. Is it an octopus stand or something?
Yeah.
Who does that one, Adam? Who's that stand? Because I think they're quite a good idea. I did think about knocking one up. You know that sort of foamy cardboard stuff you can get in sheets. They build like architecture stuff out of it, don't they?
Yeah.
I've got some of that, and I did. What's it called?
It's called foam core.
Foam board, that's
foam core.
I've got some of that, and I was thinking like just kind of knock myself something up because it's quite strong.
Yeah, if you do it with the old World Action glue, like we're saying, you know, the old glue gun.
Yeah, I'll glue gun it. Yeah,
that's what I always do with that stuff. It's great.
I did that when I was building the F-86 because it was a big old lump.
Yeah,
I just built a jig up for it out of it, and like I say, just use a hot glue gun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I've got one for biplanes, a proper wooden one.
Yeah,
so adjustable and everything.
Getting the wing spread, it holds the wings.
Yeah, I've never used it. It's got my spec old kits sitting on it. I can't get to it.
I think they're a good idea though, aren't they? You know, just to keep it off cutting that and stuff, especially when you painted it. I've got like a bit thingy of foam, you know, like what you get packing foam.
Yeah, high density foam.
That's that stuff.
Yeah,
and
that's
just
good stuff,
just put something on it and it works all right. Obviously, you can see. I don't know what was on it. I think actually, I'll tell you what was on that. The Lancaster.
Yes.
Because obviously it's got nothing. It's just the bottom of the plane, isn't it? So I had that resting on it. So that works all right. But yeah.
Right. Should we have a look at some photos? Got some good ones coming.
Yeah, I could say go to Instagram.
Okay, over in Instagram land, we have the gorgeous looking Moonraker. Is the same. Looking excellent on that one. Good job on
finished?
That one. It's not going to be far off. So that's looking absolutely fantastic. And then we have a Challenger. Oh no, it's not. What's that? It's too short for a challenge.
It's
the gash. That'll be it. It's like a Challenger, but it's like a what do you call cutie version, where they sort of squashed it together, isn't it?
I thought it was an Abrams because of the turret. It's got that shape of a an Abrams, isn't it? Oh my god, that's good. Yeah.
So there you go.
It's M60, isn't it? Is it M60?
Yeah, they were based on that, weren't they? But they
M60 one of the M.
Yeah. But the IDF kind of rebuilt them, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cool. That is like that. Good job. What else we got? Oh look, Prowler. So this is the 48 scale monogram Prowler.
See, that's what you need, Phil.
I've built that kit. There's a story behind this kit. I did this as a commission for a gentleman in America, right? And his cleaner broke off the fuel probe on the front. and lost it. So then got hold of me. Could I get him a replacement one? And again, these kits were really hard to find over here in the 90s. And I couldn't find one, so he was going to have to fess up to him. And then next thing you know, about a month later, I had an email from the guy saying, my bloody cleaner has broke it off. Can you send us another one? So I scratch built him one and sent it. So
surely if he's in the States, he could get one from Monogram.
Not a modeler or anything else like that. I don't think he's a modeler. I did say that. You could just get hold of the kit and do it. But yeah, anyway, got him out of a bit of a spin.
Canopy's come out well, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has with the gold tint. Nice job.
Would you build it again, Phil?
Yeah, I would. If I was doing it, I'd probably do the kinetic version, purely because I know it's not going to go together as easy, but that's not an easy kit to work with. Let's face it.
Yeah.
It's not one of their best. Let's just put it that way. It's a bit lacking in detail, and it doesn't go together brilliantly either. It's quite a complex shape, the Intruder. So yeah, but yeah, I must admit,
always do the Airfix one.
Yeah,
that's the
F16
school of.
F16 looks good in the background.
Yes, very nice.
So is it a Japanese?
Yeah, that's an F2, that isn't it?
That's an F2.
It's got the bow on the canopy.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What's next to the F16 on the right? What's that?
Looks like a Super Tucano.
Oh, is that what that is it?
I reckon that's the Hobby Boss one, isn't it? The 48 scale one?
Could be. We're like
Brazilian one or whatever
proper nosy, aren't we? We're not thinking about what's in the front. We're looking at what's in the back.
He's got a couple of F16s underneath it, hasn't he?
I take it that's a P47.
Yeah, that's it. We've got P47. I'm trying to work what that is. I've got a feeling it's a Skyhawk, only because of the leading edge flaps down here are massive, and the Skyhawk is the only thing I can think of where they're that big. So I think that's a Skyhawk under there. So nice. Sorry for nosing around your house. Let's have a look. Very nice. Oh, look, even better.
F15.
It does look cool though, that, doesn't it?
Yeah.
That looks, you know.
No, nice job on the interior as well. Nice with the gold tint.
That's the kit interior as well, but it didn't have to. Oh look,
Morgan, Tamiya Morgan.
Morgan. Oh right, okay.
We were talking about that on the show the other day, weren't we? I like the way he's taped his Tamiya glues together. Is that to stop them falling over, or if one goes, your blowflots go? He might have two more taped on the back for all I know. He's got 4 there, so it can't fall over. So yes, very nice. Speaking of which, oh sorry, it's got more photos. Sorry, let me go back. I'm getting ahead of myself here. There we go. Lovely work on the engine. Look at the engine.
Yeah.
Good job. Body shell looks lovely as well. Very nice.
V8 in it.
Very nice. Okay, and then we've got Jaws attacks.
There's a shark.
That's cool.
You see, you've got on the side here. I would actually sand the hell out of that. If you've got a little like a PEX sander or something, you know, random orbit sander, just sand it down and then polish it over, and you get rid of your brick marks from your Lego, whatever it is. So it's a good way of doing that. Very nice though. Excellent job.
It looks good, that, doesn't it? Where's the diver?
Well, has
he eaten the diver?
No, if I remember rightly, I've seen this one before. He's got him down on the floor somewhere. If I remember rightly, he's hidden out the way.
Okay.
But lovely work with the water effects and that. That's pretty cool.
It's just, they do look good with water effects, don't they? When they come out. Hey, that's nice.
God, that's almost what happened to my bloody Hellcat when I was working on it.
Bit of salt weathering.
Literally, when those decals failed, that's what it was going to look like. Very nice.
You should build a derelict, Phil.
Yeah, I'd like to. We were talking about it the other day, weren't we? Doing bullet holes and obviously thinning out the areas to give the metal effect.
It's
there we go.
He's having the guts to do it, isn't it?
Yeah.
I think, but that's nice. Good job, that.
He was lucky to crash on that. Very nice. That's good work on that one.
Would you call that a diorama or a vignette?
I'd call that a diorama.
Would you?
Yeah, because it's not big enough. If it was like just literally the aircraft on a little plinth, the size of smaller than the wings, I'd say it's a vignette.
You say he's lucky if it's anywhere he can get to. With that shark hanging around.
Yes.
Yeah, cue the Jaws music. Mind you, he's still armed. You could literally just like chuck it on it. crawl off, stand on the wing and throw it at it and jump in the water. It'd be fine. I've seen it in the film. It'd be great.
Sounds like a B movie.
Very good. Excellent job on the water effect, though. It's amazing what you can do
really
with the
nice
resin
that is.
and how well that looks with the different colours, with the blueness of the resin, and it's working with the bottom. So, yeah, excellent.
Looks like a proper reef.
It does, doesn't it? Yeah. Really
Yeah,
nice
it does.
job
It
on
looks
that.
really effective. It is, yeah. Yeah, it's really nice.
Cool work. Well done,
Any
everybody.
more?
Remember, if you want to see your work, what do we do? Tag the photo.
Tag it.
Tag your photo. That's what you need to
Hashtag
do.
it.
Yes.
Peter, I'm going to call him Peter from now on, posted
Yes.
a nice T2 up in chat.
Whose kit's this T2?
72nd Platts.
Oh, Platt's one.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
I've got a Hasegawa one somewhere.
They did some nice
Put it
schemes
across
with
there.
them.
There it is. Well, I did one, didn't I? I did the camo one, the Japanese high-vis markings in the camo.
You did.
48
You
scale.
did indeed,
Hasegawa,
yeah.
I did. That was a while ago now. I'm just looking for it. Actually, I can't see it here, so I assume he's been boxed and gone to the reserve stash.
Has it been retired?
It's been retired now, yeah.
Is that what you call like a Jaguar, something love child?
Yeah, that's the one I was calling. Yeah, it's a love. Oh, look, somebody's done it. Look, this is right. Cakes. Whoever put that in, we want cakes.
We want
Look at it. We want cakes for that.
that's
Who was
brilliant.
it? Let's scroll up and see who it was.
Peter.
Right,
Somebody's going
Peter,
unnoticed
you owe
there.
everybody cakes. That's what
Get
happens.
your orders in, everyone.
Yeah, everyone. That includes YouTube as well, lad. Put your orders in for cakes.
Go on, Bennett. Oh, Peter, what you done? Broke it. I want jam-filled donuts, please.
Yeah,
Do
custard
you know what I
donut,
had for a long
fine.
time? You remember you used to get the iced buns, but with the
Yes.
jam and cream down the middle.
Yes, I know the ones you mean. Yeah.
You know the ones I mean.
Mm.
God, I haven't had one of them for years.
They're all getting the cake orders in there.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah, send everybody PM your addresses so we can send it.
Phil's asking, did you complete the Lancaster no section? You did. Have you got it there? Is it at the work?
I took it to work in the cabinet actually.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
I did do it. I'm going to. My plan is actually to take photos and bang them on the site at some point because I'm
Yes.
upset for not doing that, especially the stuff that I've finished. So yes, I have finished it. Highly recommended.
Let's see if we can find a picture of it.
I was going to say, I used you as a thumbnail with it when you completed it the other week on one of the videos.
I've sent a photo in chat. Do you want, I can send you a photo in chat. I've got one on here. I took one in the cabinet and put it on Instagram. Or go on the PM Instagram page and you can show it.
Hold on. Let me see if I can get over to
That's
PM.
probably better. Go in the PM.
Yeah, I'll go PM
Inst-
Instagram. Hold on. I can find it. PM models Instagram. Why has it done that? Oh, sorry.
It's the last thing I put up as well. So I found it.
Hold on. I think I'm there. The power of Instagram. PM models. Here we go. No, that's a different PM models. Ooh, hello. Yeah.
Oh
that's
God.
not- Apparently,
PM
there's
models
a PM
UK
models with a
one.
dot. Yeah. Sorry. Going back.
Everyone's now off searching for.
Are you looking
Yeah.
at lovely ladies?
There is some nice ladies.
I don't know. Old people and tech, eh?
He did that on purpose, John.
I did. Right. Okay. There it is. At least I wasn't showing it.
There it is.
There it is. Is it just
Yeah.
the one picture you've put up?
Yeah, it's Instagram. You don't like you spam Instagram. It's just the
Oh, don't
one
you?
arty
Oh, right.
picture.
Oh, is that what you do? Do you need a filter on
To be
it?
fair, that is the best side because it's actually the one with the stuff on it. The
Yeah.
other side's plain, isn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Are you not going to paint the back bit the correct green then?
I've done it.
Oh,
You
right,
cheeky
sorry.
sod, I've done it. That is camo green. It's the lighting.
It's the lighting. It's got mood lighting.
Yeah, no, I have actually repainted it the camo green, like the rest of the outside. So, yes, that's not interior green, but yes, it's finished. Come out nice, good kit, definitely worth a purchase, and don't take up too much room either.
No.
Don't mention about the gun barrels at the front.
Oh yeah,
no, they're fine. They're just a bit relaxed.
Hey, he needs to get in touch with Newman. If I see the advert again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but highly recommended. It is a nice kit to put together.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Very nice. Did a good job on that.
So
I'm taking cues from your interior for mine.
Say again.
I'm going to use your interior cues for mine. So if yours is wrong, I'm going to blame you. So when they say you should have painted it here, I'm going to say I just followed Matt. So whatever he did with his, I did the same because he's a professional and he knows these things.
Yeah. Because I know lots about Lancasters. I tell you what, it's one of them planes that it's a minefield that you wouldn't think should be a minefield. You know, for interior colours and things.
Yes.
Because we had this discussion, didn't we? And I have repainted mine. Well, I painted it black, really, rather than interior green. And I actually think it suits it better. Because our theory was that the interior green was reflecting off stuff, and we painted them black anyway, didn't they? So
yeah.
So is that the route you're going? Are you painting yours black or going interior green?
Like we said about how we would go up to that window like you did. I'm going to do exactly the same. So because that, from my point of view, when I was looking for references for you for it, that's what it looked like it was. So yeah, I would do the same as well. And
just camo it under the clear parts, not interior green like I did it originally. But it'll be good. I'm going to look forward to you doing that.
But in reality, you can't see any of it anyway.
No, you can't, so it doesn't matter. But yes, I'll be starting mine next week. So, looking forward to that one. So, just to point this one out, this one's just dropped in, and obviously it's a Tomcat tail, so that's just got me sold in every way. But this is a scratch-built, out-of-wood F14 tail, and it's around about the size of a sheet of A4 paper, so it's about 30 centimetres tall. So that's cool, isn't it? Look at that.
Cool. That's proper artwork, isn't it? That's a wall hanger.
Absolutely great, didn't he?
Yeah, that's really good.
Yeah, framing, doesn't it? Putting in hanging on the wall.
Definitely. No, that's very good. We like that. Can't go wrong with Felix.
So what do I don't know if I follow it on Instagram or on Facebook, or did somebody who actually makes aircraft panels?
Yes,
from scratch.
Yeah, just from scratch. Yeah, seen them. They put lights in them, don't they, to backlight them and that. You can have them as modern
and
art.
They do stencils and put rondels.
I think he actually does sell them by the looks of it.
All right.
Reheat tails.
All right. Very nice. Excellent. Can I have one for the studio? I'll give you a free advert again.
yeah. Send him one. He'll plug you every week.
Yes.
I've got more of them.
Yeah, that's what I was just trying to get to. Hold on. There's the original Top Gun one. VF1. There you go. Oh, look.
Oh, look, the one with skull and crossbones. That's the one you want.
Tornado tails. Look. Oh, wow. That's it.
Oh, look. Nathan, tornado tail.
Oh, Nathan, yeah, look.
Yeah. Nice.
Do you know something? That is actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
It is. Yeah. Very nice. Look, you have a Top Gun tail. Very good. There you go. F-15. Very nice. See?
That's really good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Excellent. Like it.
Very impressed. Very impressed with that.
So what did you say they were made out of?
Wood.
They're really, really good.
Been whittling.
Where is it?
I don't know where
in
it
the
is.
world? Does it say?
Whereabouts
in the world, is it?
Very good. The Hornet one.
You're not tempted, Phil?
Oh, it would be. It look great in the studio.
They would, wouldn't they? Could have a nice collection of squadron tails.
Yes, definitely. Cool job.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, nice one. So what work you got to do left on your flying boat then?
I've just gone along. Yeah, what I've done is I was going to me. I've been in, and to be honest, it's all pretty good. I'm happy with the tops of these because obviously it was seam lines down the middle. Those look all good. Everywhere looks good. The top looks pretty good, but the front I've got a little few lumps and bumps, so I just want to take care of them. Hold on, go close up. There we go. And then along here is obviously the wing root join, and it's not brilliant. It's okay. It just needs smoothing out, and the same with the rear one. So that's good. I did have a little bit of a complete hole, to be honest, just down in here. So we're going to try it with a bit of surface, see what happens. But generally, she's all right. I think we're okay. Under here is pretty good as well. As you can see, we haven't got a huge seam line running down in here. We've got no lines or bad joins or anything. So I'm actually really happy how it's come out, really. I think it's a lot. I thought it was going to be worse. Let's put it that way. I thought this is going to be something that's going to come back and bite me. But I think what this needs to do now is a little bit of just sorting that out. So let that totally dry, probably till tomorrow, if not Monday. When it's totally gone off, I'll sand it. And then obviously, because this is raised rivets, I have got, Jesus, I keep moving them and I think, where have they gone? So I have got the Archer raised rivets. So we'll put these back on for the ones that I've mullered. So there's only going to be a little strip in there. This back one, to be honest, there isn't actually anywhere I've taken it from. It's fine, but you do need a few just in here. So that's pretty good. The nose is all right, so I'm quite happy with that. So again, it's one of those, I don't want to rush it. I'll take its time, seeing as I've been working on it for, what, 6 months now?
Yeah,
so,
probably, yeah,
it's like an Andy build, this is. But no, he's all right.
That might get finished.
So
you say the canopy fits there right there?
The canopy is a dream fit. I have to say, the canopy is an absolute no problem at all. So I'm not worried about that. So yes, hopefully it'll just be a case of we'll pop that, get it masked up, and then we'll get it put into position. And what I'll do is I'll PVA all the windows, and then I will actually go round. Sorry, wrong camera, might help. And then I'll PVA the windows, paint the entire thing, then take the windows out again with PVA glue because it's soft. It will just pull out and redo them for the final. But obviously I don't want to get any overspray in there because that front glass canopy I think needs to be fitted in there to make sure it is good. But generally, again, you know, I know we said it last time, the fit-wise, it's not a problem. Again, it's got tolerance. It's got a little bit of wiggle room. You can get it in there and seat it properly, and it's not a problem. So, yes.
It's quite a big aircraft, isn't it, when it's...
Have you seen the one where it fills up and almost hits that boat? It was doing the rounds on the internet. Yeah. But literally, they're like, what? And it's coming straight at the boat and then literally goes just down the side of it, and it's very close. So it's doing a scoop up and run. But there's another one where it's on that little lake, isn't it? Goes across and there's a bit that sticks out and it just goes over it. Just makes it, and everyone stood there looking. It's like, really?
Do we know anyone who's going to be doing a Apache E?
No. It's too new. Tell you now, that's very new. The Echo. At the moment, we're still got with to D's. We can just about get a D, isn't it? Italary do one in 72nd.
Hasegawa do, I think.
Considering how popular it is as a aircraft, it's surprisingly well unrepresented in the modelling world.
Yeah. I have to say, total thing. But I think I've tamed it in DCS now. In DCS, I'm getting quite good at that on the old Apache, of throwing it around and doing the bits and pieces. So, yes. Good one. Because I must admit, if somebody did a 48 scale one of that, or bigger, I'd build it tomorrow. But
so come the apocalypse if we need a Apache pilot.
That's it. I'm good to go. Got it sorted on DCS. It's fine.
Can you fly it and shoot it at the same time?
Yes. Yeah. Because you have what's known as George, the AI gunner. So he does the bit up there and laser designates. But if you're doing rockets or guns, you do it yourself. But you can be the gunner if you want. So you can jump in the front seat and do the gunner. So, yeah, Phil, I know about the A version. Revell did it back in, 1985 or whatever it was? That big 30-second one they did. It's all, I think I built that as a kid. Yeah.
I think apart from the Asagao 48 one, the rest of them are pretty ropey kits, aren't they? I don't think any of them are brilliant.
No. Academy, I was hoping are going to bring it. I think if anybody's going to do one, it'd be Academy, because they've done
their
obviously the
72nd
Venom
ones are good, aren't they?
Yeah. But also their 35th scale, they've done the Cobra Whiskey, and obviously they're doing the Venom and stuff. So it was one of those, they were bringing them out. I was hoping perhaps they might come out with a newer one, because obviously Korea fly the Apache as well. So they have got it for their home market.
Because they're 48th one, because they do a 48th one, but that's their own, isn't it? And I don't think that's great either.
Okay, yeah, I don't think so. Because I think they're based on the old one. The old kit. Yeah. They're all based on the D, but it's like the early D as well. It's slightly different. It's not like the Westland version of it, which is more akin to the E.
Right.
Crikey, I'll tell you what, I tip my hat to them then, Phil, if they've upgraded that old A to an E, because you'd have to do the entire pods on the side, because they're all completely different on those and everything. There's a massive amount of differences. So yeah, that's a good scratch build project, that one, to convert one of them up. As I say, the world does need these things. It's one of those. A modern 48 scale Apache would be very nice, even if it's just a standard longbow.
We were talking about things like that the other night when we were on, and we were saying we need a decent flipping Puma as well, wasn't it?
God, yeah.
Yeah, Puma.
It seems a Wildcat as well, isn't it? No one's done a Wildcat yet.
Yeah, but it's
new,
new,
isn't it?
It's too new, isn't it? I must admit, I got a photo on my phone from a Wildcat who came across here on Friday, and how he missed the tree at the bottom of our garden is beyond me, because he was proper shifting and he's low. He was affectionately what they commonly call as hauling arse.
Did you get a photo?
Yep.
Oh,
so he was proper hammering it. So
Did
we get him over here almost daily. So, but yeah, I just ran out and he's like clink, you know, like you do. Got one shot and then he was over the house next door's roof. So that's all I could get.
Seriously? Oh my god! Can you remember Sarah Lee cakes?
Sarah Lee, yeah. Back in the day,
frozen cakes. Peter's just been chatting. God, I heard of them for ages. Is it still a company? Still making them?
No, I don't think Sarah Lee is anymore, is it? I think they've gone. They were bought out by somebody else and Sarah Lee disappeared. I've had this conversation with people, nostalgia, back to Sarah Lee cakes.
I don't know, it says like Peter sounds like you can still get them in Australia.
Oh, maybe they are, but I don't think you get them over anymore because they were bought out by somebody else.
Yeah, they still got them in the US as well, because David's put them up. Yeah. They still get them, it's just over here, then you can't get frozen cake.
It used to be the thing, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It's like I watched that factory programme this week on telly, and it was all about Viennetta. Now it's had a massive resurgence back to Viennetta's. Sales are up something like 200%.
Right, okay. Canada's got Sarah Lee cakes. Oh, I feel like missing out over here.
Arctic roll. We have Arctic roll. I've got 2 in our freezer.
Arctic roll, yeah.
Yeah, I've got 2 in the freezer. Yeah. We like our Arctic roll in this house.
I wonder why they stopped selling it, really.
I bet you can get it from like Farm Foods or something. Wonder why Viennetta's had a resurgence then. Did they actually say why? Or
no, during lockdown, wasn't it?
Defunct in 2012.
Oh, right.
Split.
2012, that's ages ago.
I'd check your dates on them cakes then in your local supermarket. So who was Sarah Lee?
Was she a real person? The Viennetta's smaller these days than I remember, Bryn says. Yeah, but
no,
Bryn, you're a lot smaller
bigger.
Yourself.
No, Bryn, you're just fatter. Watch it. He'll shoot the finger up at me in a minute or something.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, is Aunt Bessie's spotted deck like Aunt Bessie's spotted dick? Is that a different version?
Yeah, that's the other version of it. There's a cream for that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Quick.
Go on.
We've got 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
That's all.
What are you going to do for the last 10 minutes? Are we doing a quiz?
Yeah, that's it. Special quiz.
Yeah, come on, Nathan.
Do we have Krispy Kreme donuts? Yes, we do. Anywhere in the UK, anywhere motorway services are full of them.
Nathan likes a Krispy Kreme.
Yeah, we do.
I've had a Krispy Kreme in ages.
You can order them off, I think, can't you?
Amazon.
Amazon, yeah, but off,
Uber Eats.
Uber Eats and things like that,
Yeah.
There's a Krispy Kreme down at the place just down the road from me. You can order them. I'll get some in the next hour.
You don't buy Krispy Kremes at Tesco.
Box of 24.
God. Ooh, nasty.
That's sort of diabetes, isn't it?
Yeah. You're not even allowed to think about Andy because you'll go hypo.
No, they go hyper with eating chubbits the other way around.
Krispy Kreme.
I love a Krispy Kreme.
Krispy Kreme.
That's it. Andy's on his phone now. I can order some to be delivered.
Yeah, his doorbell will go in a moment. He's just ordered
his brain
it.
Ticking, look.
like he did that time when we were on about the peanut M&Ms and he ordered about 3 kilo off of Amazon.
There's nothing wrong with that. I order them by the kilo for our sweet jar out there.
I did order a kilo that came on Wednesday. It's downstairs.
I tell you, peanut M&Ms are fatal, aren't they? Though you just, Don't buy none. Just sit there and eat the lot.
Or you're like our household. On our doors, you come in. We've got a giant bowl which holds about 2 kilos of mint imperials. But the only person that eats them is Matt. So when he comes through, he has a massive handful. But he doesn't know is they've sat there for 5 years now. But he still helps himself because we're just waiting for him to finish them off over the years that he comes. So
they're never going to go off, are they?
Well, no, they can't. They're bulletproof. But
They're never,
To be honest, it's getting a bit low. I did say to Tabs the other day, I think we need to restock for Max because you're the only one who eats them.
Phil just shakes them up a bit so all the dust goes off the top of when you come in.
That's not icing sugar, that's dust.
He's got his anti-static brush out.
Yeah, that's it. Dust them
Quick
off.
sweep.
Lynn and her friend have been doing workshops and she's done that. We've bought God knows how many kilo of jelly beans that they put in a big jar. And she thinks she's hidden them, but she hadn't hidden them well enough.
That's it.
Mine's the jelly babies, which are behind me on my shelf in my little thing. Dip into them. Oh,
yes.
Yeah, can eat jelly babies.
Mine. Right, okay. This is your last opportunity to grab yourself a bargain. If I can find my switch. Obviously, hold on. Where are we? Sorry, I was looking at something else. Obviously, over on the Flory Model store, if you want some sanders, got loads of sanders. You can grab all your sanders, all your bits and pieces in here. Special 10% off. And obviously, we've got all the washes, we've got all the pigments, and obviously, we've got the merchandise as well. So, if you want to get yourself, your mouse mat, very nice mouse mat, makes a great photo etch bending sheet as well. Because that's what I do mine. And we've got obviously the polo shirt, so you can have front and back view. We've got the t-shirt, and obviously we've got the aprons as modelled by, well, I'm wearing one now. They are on there now. Over at the PM store, you get 10% off all Flory Model stuff as well, but also they've got the 25% mega sale. So just in this area, 25% off all these kits. They're all brand new. So, but this is part of our, sort of last offer area. So last chance to grab yourself a bargain, because when they're gone, those are gone. It's our end of line area. All right, and then obviously we've got specials, which is sort of 15% off in Andy.
15% off all the main kits at the top.
Yeah.
And then various other discounts of the damaged stocks ones at the bottom.
Yes, so we've got a few dental boxes. Look.
25% off the Boba Fett.
Slave one.
That we can't say.
Starship.
Oh, yeah, sorry, Starship. Sorry. Fett Starship. Yeah. So
special deal this weekend only.
Yes. So again, we got some of those bits and pieces of damaged box ones, so they're a bit cheaper as well. But the contents are absolutely fine down in there. When's this running to? Have you made your mind up yet?
Officially midnight Sunday night, but it'll be more likely about 11 o'clock before I go to bed.
Right, okay. Plus the fact there's 10% off all the other kits as well. So obviously from any other kit on the site, it's 10% standard off of those. All the discounts will be added at the checkout as well. So if you want to pop anything in your basket, you'll get your discount automatically at the end of it. Plus the fact, as I say, we've got all your paints, got all your glues, all your tools, as you can imagine, right the way through as well. So if you want to get anything from there, you get it all in one place right the way through on there. So yes, good job.
Well, don't be surprised if some of it's still up first thing Monday morning if I've fallen asleep.
Yeah, if it falls asleep, it might still be there. So, yes, you can get them down in there. Let me just do a quick thingy in here to see if we've got any more. If you've got any more official Flory thingies, just tag yourself in it right now. No, I think we're still up to date on that one. Let me refresh, see if anything else has come in. Yes, we've got one more just popped in, which we can show before we go, which is very nice. John, you'll be wanting to do this when you see this. We've got a fencer, 24th scale. 2nd scale. 24th. God, that would be a monster, wouldn't it?
I was going to say that'd be huge in 24th scale, wouldn't it?
It would be, because it's not small. I've got the 48th one up there, and it's bloody massive. So, yes, very nice job in the Ukrainian markings with the grey.
Does it say the kit it is?
Is
that the Trumpy one, is it?
Yeah. Commonly known as the flying suitcase, because it's a bit square, apparently. So, yeah, very nice job on that. Nice weathering. Hold on.
Yeah. How old's that aircraft now, actually, the original
the real thing? Oh, I don't know. Very.
Are the 80s? 70s? I don't know.
70s, I think. 70s, 80s?
70s, 80s, isn't it?
Yeah. Nice weathering. Love that. Really nice job.
Do you think they got the inspiration from the F-111?
Do you think?
Oh, well, I'm just asking.
What
you know.
are you trying to say?
I don't like to
that
point
most
the finger,
stuff copied, apart from the big 23 and 27. I don't think they copied that from anywhere. That was just someone's brainchild, that one. So,
yeah, but they weren't very good, were they?
Well, yeah. But anyway, that's a beautiful one, really. Really nice job on that. Nice weathering, bits and pieces. And again, it's that thing. It's got what I call fantastic scale effect, because you wouldn't know that's not the 48th one. So very, very nice job on there. So well done, Scale Model Gus. So
yeah, nice job. That.
Nice that. We like that at all. Right, okie dokie. If anyone's got any more, wash sets have sold out. Have they? Have they? Not on mine. I don't have a sell out because I've got about 8 million of it. Is that on your side?
Probably.
Right.
We might reload it.
Right, okay.
Won't we, Andy?
They're just about to go back in stock.
As we speak. You see, live stocks, this is.
What sets are back in stock?
Wash sets are back in stock.
There you go. There we go. So they'll be back in stock now. Where are we? That's all good. Yeah, that's all right. Don't worry. They are back in stock now. Ready to go.
So we'll make them up live as they go along. So
1974.
We'll make everything
1974.
Apparently for the fencer.
Wow.
Well, let me guess. About the same age as me then.
Yeah. Me.
Very nice.
The thing is, if you chuck a massive, great big, ugly engine into the back of anything and it'll do Mach 2 point something, it's going to last forever, isn't it? Because
that was the Russian strategy. They'd strap a big engine to anything and nothing going.
I was talking about TV series and things, and has anyone watched the For All Mankind?
Yeah.
No.
That's
Space,
one, isn't it?
Apple, yeah. That's really good. Worth watching if you ever get a chance. It's about an alternative space race where Russia lands on the moon before NASA.
Yeah, right. I think I've seen that somewhere. I reckon, and yeah,
And
I
all
don't know.
the implications of it's on the third season now. All the implications of that, and then making bases on the moon and things. And
so they beat Elon Musk.
They did.
Yeah. Maybe not.
As a child.
Hey, everyone knows he was the first to the moon.
There is an Elon Musk character in the third season, so.
Oh, there you go. Oh my God! Look, my alarm clock's just woken up. Seeing as we had Matt's earlier, well, I don't know where your mate is. Do you want to say hello before we go? Well, that's it. She's arrived. Hello. Oh, you've been out in the sun. I know it's sunny. She's hot. So she's been lying in the sun, haven't you? She's been sunbathing. That's what it is. So yeah, look, it's an hour to me dinner. I'm just saying, I'm getting in here early. So yeah, what have you done with your mate? That's the thing. Where's the other one?
A black dog lying on the sun. What can be wrong?
Well, she's smart. I'll give her that. The other one isn't, as Matt will find out with his bundle of joy, no doubt. The lighter coloured dogs tend to just lay in it until they die. Like Molly's a classic. She's white, lays in the sun until she literally vomits.
Hey,
it's like, why don't you go in the shade?
My dog's ginger. She's got no hope in the sun.
It's just going to be, you're going to look out, there'll be a pile of ash.
I was going to say,
that's sweet.
There is, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Just be a pile of ash on the floor.
Yes, they're not. To say they're very intelligent job spaniels, they're not sharp sometimes.
No, they're not the sharpest tool in the box. That's the thing.
They're not. No, sometimes they can be really stupid. But yes, there you go.
Yes. The
Cool.
standard
Right,
starter sets, just to answer this one, just before we go, have been discontinued. As I say, there's the cost of sanders and all the bits and pieces now. There's not viable to physically do them because we never made any money on them anyway. So now the price has gone through the roof. They just run at a massive loss. So that's why the sander starter set was discontinued back in February. So it was only when the guys still had stocks around. But yeah, they've long gone. Right, okay then guys, we will call it right there. Thank you very much for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure. Yeah. Obviously, if you give us a thumbs up and a like and a subscribe and all the rest of it, apparently it helps. I don't know where or what, because it's not monetized or anything, so we don't even make any cash from it. But apparently it helped out with the viewings and everything else. David's breakfast time, that's it. See, the guys have got up and it's now breakfast. So, but anyway, don't forget, you can catch this show and obviously this morning's one. It'll be back on the player. Sometimes they take a while to go because if it's over like 2 hours, they tend to, have to render or something again, whatever they do. So if you're wondering why you can't watch it, give it half an hour and it will be up with you. So yes, are we all good then, guys? You want to show us your wares before you go?
I ain't done much, to be honest. I've been cleaning a few parts. I've got to do painting. So, yeah, I've got intakes and stuff to paint in the cockpit. So.
Look, we're going to have to show Andy because the first thing he's finished this year. Second, he did his egg plane. Very nice. Very good. Excellent. That's your Easter build, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? You started that in Easter.
Easter, yeah.
Yeah, it's the special Easter build, speed build.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a weekend build.
You got there though. Looking good. Looks nice.
It does look really nice as well. Nice job on that one. So good job. So
it's got a few mistakes, but
they all have.
Doesn't matter. It's all good. Everyone has a mistake. It just depends if you can admit it. Okay, Nathan is all masked up, ready to go. Look.
Yeah, ready for the grey.
Nice.
I think I'll spray it rather than leave it in a box like this for 6 months again.
So the tape's not welded on when you go back to it.
Yeah.
So yes, good job. And John, you got yours to show? No.
Yeah.
So we can see your gorgeous photo etch work, which we were watching you do earlier.
See those two tiny little.
That's 2 days' work. Is that it?
You've got to have done more than that.
That's only one wing.
What have you?
I've got one of the wings together, and I've done some painting as well. But yeah, these damn things, Christ.
Yeah, I was going to say, or otherwise you could join us for the turkey shoot build, where John by that time be doing the other half.
I'd be putting them in
I don't know why Dragon thought that was such a good idea, to be honest.
Yeah,
but there you go.
I've been putting them in a tub in case you lose them, because.
Yeah, you want. I do this now. Here's a pro tip for you. Always have a lockable tub.
I've got a little lockable tub there, all the small bits going.
So that way, if it does lock over, you don't lose your tiny bits. So that's why I always keep mine in a little lockable tub for just that type of thing. Anyway, right then, guys. Go on.
I was going to say, James says no glazing, Andy played safe. To fair, I started that long ago. I don't know where the box is with all the bits in it. So.
To be fair, the originals didn't have glass in them either. They're just frame. So,
that's what I thought. So.
Yeah, that's it. You'll be fine. Good job. Right, okay then, everyone. Thank you very much for joining us today. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. As I say, happy modelling, stay safe and everything. We'll be back along, no doubt, in another couple of weeks' time for another live show. So it'd be great to have you having along. Obviously, members, you got all the usual stuff this week. It's a full house. Me and Matt have got our vlogcast, not a blogcast, not a podcast show. or whatever it
Chat
is.
for an hour.
Chat for an hour on a Tuesday. So if you want to join us for that one, you can do. And then again, we'll obviously be during the week PM show and obviously my shows and all the rest of it. So you catch up with those as well. So, good job. Right, okay then. Thank you very much. Don't forget, you can borrow your bits and pieces till tomorrow night, apparently. As the sale continues as well. So if you want to have a look around the store, that'd be lovely as well. But a thumbs up, a like, and a subscribe. And we will see you all again very soon. Say goodbye, gentlemen. We're out of here.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Look, I can do my outro. Hold on. There we go. It's going on the outro, though, I think. There it is. You need the music. Bye.